Capitol Hill to Wall Street. This is Politics and Profits with your host, Rick Amato.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Rick Amato. It's time for Politics and Profits.
We follow the trends on Capitol Hill that lead to the profits on Wall Street. We expose the hard facts of what your elected officials are doing when you're not looking. And we show you how you can profit from their politics. The American dream is alive and well, and you can be proud to call America your home. And now, it's Rick Amato.
All right, welcome back to the program, everyone, Politics and Profits. So what lessons can people learn from the coronavirus crash? Join me this time from San Diego is the colorful, the flamboyant, the money man himself, Dimitris Magemeneas. Dimitris, good to see you.
Rebel Rick, it's always great to see you.
All right, so let's start with, what are the money lessons, money man, which people can learn from this coronavirus crash? Because I know you're talking about that with clients now.
Well, never fear, money man's here. And as someone that manages clients' money and teaches college students about money, that's a question that we talk about a lot. And really, from everything that's happened here in 2020, Rick, the main lesson learned is expect the unexpected.
I love that.
We can't predict when we might lose our income or get sick, lose our health, as we've seen. And that's even more why we have to prepare for these things in advance.
I love that. Expect the unexpected. And I assume where you're headed to is such things as 6 month savings or what have you. Where are you going with expect the unexpected as it relates to money?
Well, you have pretty savvy viewers there, Rick, from what I've seen. And, it's really focus on things that you can control, right? So things that you are able to choose, like your viewers shouldn't be watching any other show but yours.
That's true.
Right? There's a lot of negativity out there. So we don't need to hear all that negativity, right? We need to have positive energy and to do the right things in our financial and physical lives. And a wise person once said, physical fitness increases health. Financial fitness increases wealth. And really, the first step to prioritize your financial fitness is to step on the scale and know what your weight is.
So step on a scale, where your physical fitness is. What is the analogy here of stepping on a scale for your financial fitness?
Well, you're right, Rick, exactly. It is an analogy, right? Because let's face it, we're both getting up there in age, right? So we hate to admit it. But hopefully you go to the annual exam with your doctor, as I do. And the first thing you do after you wait 45 minutes is step on the scale for your physical weight. And I hate that step because I've got my suit on. I got my dress shoes on. It's 10 pounds more than I expect.
Right.
And that's the first indicator.
I hate that, yeah.
The first metric of your physical health, which starts to prompt you to do the things you have to do. From a physical perspective, it might be exercising more or drinking more water, right? So from a financial standpoint, it also helps prompt us. Of course, we want to make more money than we spend. And by the way, money man hates the B word.
The B word, I could imagine, rhymes with which. I'm with you on that one.
You're way ahead of me. Hi, Karen. Don't film me, right? But no, it's nobody likes the word budget, like nobody likes the word diet, right? Because it's restrictive. It implies sacrifice. You can't stick to it. So eventually, we're going to get to a spending plan. But first, you have to take financial inventory. And in phase one of this money management plan that I created this system is your weight's going to be taking inventory of your monthly expenses. As I call it, not your monthly cash flow, but I'm money man, so that's your money flow. So be aware of what you spend every month.
Makes sense. Whoops, lost you there for a second. How does one prepare? We talked about expect the unexpected. How does one prepare for a better future in today's environment?
Well, you have to start somewhere, right? The College for Financial Planning recommends that we have 4 to 6 months of those monthly expenses in cash in the bank. And unfortunately, it's really hard to get to that number, right? So really a first step is just to, again, make more than you spend, because we saw with the coronavirus and businesses closing, companies are struggling because they don't have operating reserves, right? People are in food lines because they didn't have cash reserves. And really, you have to start with a goal in mind, and that's a pretty good one to start with.
Oh, yes. Okay. And and at that point, do they pivot to investing once they get that 4 to 6 months in savings, which of course is not easy, as you say, in this culture that we live in?
That's a great question. And if you come to me with $10,000 and it's all the money in the world, I'm going to tell you that's not investable, because Money Man says never invest short-term money into long-term investments, right? And we're seeing speculation in the market, right? It's kind of like buying a lottery ticket. People can't bet on sports, so they're betting on the market right now, and they've got free time, right? But first, you have to get that financial foundation where you're able to pay your bills in case something like losing your job or an illness happens.
And I was going to ask, how can viewers get started? Is that the point, right? Is that where they get started right there?
That's a great, and so what Money Man is designed is the world's first step-by-step money management.
I see.
So it starts by stepping on the scale, making a document that shows your income and expenses. And in future segments, we'll talk about taking inventory of what you own and what you owe, and then what we could assess from that and what to do about it.
It's good stuff. It's fundamentals. We talked about a sports analogy earlier. Every sports championship team is based upon a foundation and a mastering of the fundamentals. And sometimes we forget that. And that's what you're doing right here. You teach as an adjunct professor at a local university in Southern California. Is this the type of things you go over with the students there?
Rick, that's the entire reason I wrote this book and came up with this system, because these young people, not only do they need this knowledge and it's more impactful from a young age, but they inspire me. And really, the whole Money Man persona, nickname, it's about having fun while you're learning, right? And like exercise, we should all do more of it. Releases endorphins, makes us feel good. I like to play basketball, right? So when you have fun learning, it also releases endorphins, and you actually remember better. Your viewers now will remember to step on the scale, and hopefully they're wondering, do I really know how much I spend?
That's a great stuff. All right, Money Man, otherwise known as Dimitris Magemeneas, we thank you for joining us, and we look forward to having you back.
Rebel Rick, it's truly a pleasure. This is Money Man signing off from sunny San Diego. And remember, with Dimitris, your viewers can always be smarter with their money. Man.
All right. Broadcasting from the Liberatory CPA Studios, back after this.
Politics and Profits with Rick Amato is brought to you by Liberatory Accounting, the IRS problem solvers. To find out how Liberatory Accounting can help you, call 877-6-SOLVER. That's 877-6-SOLVER.